Bro, stop. No, stop it. Stop it. No, no, no. Where are you going? Welcome back to the Vanilla Ultimate Minecraft series. Very sick F4 free cam shot, I know. In the last episode, we got ourselves some diamond armor and some tools. And we are going to be putting this armor to no use at all because we're going to be building. But first things first, I've been eyeing this little opening right here. And I'm not a fan of it. So, we're going to do two things. Starting off, we're going to remove our horse into the barn. And now we can change this entrance up right here. What I want to do is I want to go to the wood chest. We're going to put these right here. And then we're going to make some doors. Right there. And boom. Just like that, we actually have doors right there. Oh. Smart. There we go. I downloaded the double doors mod for this. So all we have to do is open it like that. Voila. Now I'm gonna be honest, that kind of looks mid. Let me try putting shelves up here instead. I don't know. Take a look at this. And then take a look at this. Let me know in the comments what looks better. I think I'm leaning towards the shelves. So we'll go with that for now. Alright, but now we can get on to what we're doing. I swore I just saw a creeper. Okay, I might be tripping. But anyways, in the last episode, along with the armor we also got these tools, and we got silk touch on our iron axe. And we're going to be putting these to use to start off the episode. If you remember, I planned on building a Nautilus stables at the Mushroom Island, and I still do. But the reason we didn't do that when we built the Nautilus stables here is because we didn't have silk touch to get ourselves the blocks we're going to be using to build it. And obviously, like I said, we have silk touch now, so we're going to go and at least gather the blocks right now, if not even build it, before we get into the main thing we're going to be building this episode. Also, I was just about to sleep. It is only raining now. But I figured out what that weird character was that popped right here when I tried to sleep. I'm not sure if it was last episode or the episode before. But either way, I found out what it was. It was part of... Let me show you real quick. It was part of this mod right here. Spawn Hat Man. I turned it off. I'm not trying to deal with it anymore. Alrighty. I'm here and I'm going to start chopping down and bone milling some of these things. Whoa, look at these. With the mod, the better food. Alright, we are done with gathering the mushroom stem. I'm not entirely sure if we'll need to get more. If we do, we're definitely going to need to get more axes, because both of my axes are almost broken, and I already broke the other iron axe. So this is what we have. We have a stack in 52, which should be enough. Now what about glass? Do we have any glass left over? We have 55. So now, we can go get more sand.
1 hour later.
Alright, we are now done getting the materials for our new Nautilus stables. First off, I'm going to compost all of these mushrooms I got. What? How did you get out? Anyways, but yeah, we just finished getting all of our materials. We got all of these mushroom stem. We got these from the extra mushrooms. We can use them for whatever we need in the future. And I went ahead and went to our little beach that we get sand from. And I went ahead and put all of the sand in the furnaces to smelt. We're not running low on fuel anymore. We are completely out of fuel. So we'll need to deal with that at some point. But with what is already smelted up, we should be good. Yeah, this should be plenty. And we'll put this rest of the sand in there. And now we need water breathing potions, so we'll grab 2 pufferfish. Wait, we need netherwork first. We also do have 1 water breathing potion already in the chest, which is good. And we can make all of our potions into water breathing. We'll also grab all of our pale oak. Then we'll grab our mushroom stem, and we're out. Okay. Come on, just let me eat. There we go. Well, we can just go ahead and put that there. I don't know why we would need it. We can put our apples up for now, because we have all this, and we'll be at the Mushroom Island if we need to get more. And then that makes enough room for the rest of the glass. And now, let's go build it. Don't mind the schematic. I'm just using this as a reference. I don't even have a stick in my inventory to where I can move it around. I'm just having it as reference, just in case. But that's besides the point. Alright, no Nautilus stables. Now. And now a Nautilus stables. I'm not even sure if that was a good transition or not. We're gonna find out whenever I edit. But here it is. The Mushroom Island Nautilus stables. And you're probably noticing something in my hand that I didn't have before. Yes. But we got a trident. Here's the clip. Okay. Trident! Yo, we got a trident. Why did my voice get so high? I don't know why. I did not mean to rhyme. And I'm rhyming again. And then, yeah, there's that. And now we have an Nautilus stables and 3 of our important locations. Next thing we need to do is we need to come into our map and zoom all the way in. Right there. Make a waypoint. Mushroom Island. Color, we can go white. So we have Mushroom Island, Village, and Starter Base. And soon more to come. And if you want to know how to build this, I just recently dropped a tutorial video for the Nautilus stables. It's so much more in depth than anything I've ever done on this channel. With it, like this was a simple cut. We didn't see any building it. Even the episode we built it, it's so much more in depth than just that video is. And it has a bunch of block palettes you could use besides just the 3 that we've seen here in the world. So if you're interested in building this in your world or just want to check it out, I'd really appreciate it. I'll link it in the description. You can check it out after this video. But yeah, man, this looks really good. I've been excited to build this for a while. It just looks slick, bro. Like, it's just white. We do need to get Nautilus in it, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. We'll do that later this episode or in one of the next few episodes. Or really at some point. I don't really know when. But at some point, we'll get to it. Oh, and yeah, you might notice I have so many pale oak slabs. It's because I accidentally shift-clicked when I was making the slabs. Oh, I almost cried. Not really, it's a metaphor. Yeah. Place these in the natural barrel. Did my horse escape? Okay. What I'm gonna do is, because he can't be trusted. Where did you go? Bro. And I'm just gonna leash you. Come on, right there. You're not leaving. Also, real quick, before we get started in anything else, I know 26.1 Minecraft update has came out, but obviously with mods, it's a little more complicated to update your world. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have like 90 mods installed on this world. I know it doesn't seem like it, but... And I looked to see how many mods could be transferred over to the 26.1 update. and only 38 of them were able to already be moved to 26.1. So we're going to wait to at least the end of this episode, if not a few more episodes, before we do end up going to 26.1. Just a heads up on that. And now we're going to go ahead and name our horse. Definitely not asking ChatGPT for names for my horse. Storm, Titan, Blaze, Shadow, Thunder, Onyx, Ironhide, Dahoodle. Hold now. I'm asking it for some Birch Cozy Cottage vibe names. Petal, Clover, Mossy, Fern, Daisy, Honey, Poppy, Maple, Buttercup. I like Buttercup. Willow, Junie, Rosie, Luma, Elsie, Elise, no, that's not Elise. Millie, Sunny, Tansy, Faye, Rin, Bramble, Thistle, Phelan. I like Phelan. Hold up. What type of horse are you? You're not in there anymore. Hold up. You're like the gray one? Okay, he's like the gray one. Alright, I have figured out the group of names we're going to be deciding from. I'm not going to pick them out yet, but here they are. The names I'm going to be choosing from are Willow, Millie, Tansy, Elowen, and Phelan. So I'm not going to put the name tag in the info and name it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more episode where y'all get to decide the name. Except you can only pick from those names. I'll put them on screen right now. These are the names that you guys can pick. And a matter of fact, we're going to do some for our cat too. So here's actually what we're going to do. I'm going to put the names back on screen. You're going to be able to pick two names, one for the cat and one for the horse. If you want one last look at them, here's what the cat looks like, and here's what the horse looks like. So go ahead and pick two of the names and tell me which name you want for the cat and which name you want for the horse, and we'll go from there, and I'll pick the names in the next episode. Alright, now I'm done yapping about name tags and naming animals. We're finally going to be putting these villagers right down here to use. I know I said this last time. I think it was the last episode, actually. I said we were going to be putting the villagers to use, but I promise this time we are. But first, we have to build them a little home. Don't tell them, but maybe like a work home, because they'll be working 24/7 for my monopoly. But they don't have to know that. They can just think it's a lovely retirement home. In this build, we're going to be starting to round out our starter base area. We have the barn, we have this, and what we're going to be building is we're going to be building an auto farm for all my crop needs. But first, we got to gather materials, and because I want it uniform, same block palette as normal, but a totally different build, so stick around. Alright, first on the agenda, andesite and deep slate. Obviously not enough. Wait, I'm just used to getting in the boat. I could have just brought a Nautilus. I'm stupid. I literally just built that. Definitely grab this coal.
10 hours later.
And with the power of editing, we have got all of our deep slate. Plenty of deep slate, just over 2 stacks. I probably won't even need half a stack, but we got them for future builds. Alright, now that we're back, we need to check our birch supply. We are looking terrible. Almost done. I did it again. Alrighty. Now with all of that, we are ready to start building. First things first though, is we need to figure out where we are going to build it at. Shave this to about here, and then do it right here. Yeah, path comes off here, we go through here, then we have the auto farm, right past these line of trees. Yeah, I think that works. So, first off, we gotta dig. Alright, there we go. Matter of fact... No, I do...
10 years later.
Alright, look at the damage. All of this. All of these saplings are replanted in the exact same spot. So that is all of the trees. Let me not shift. And left hand off the keyboard. You can't see me, but my hand is raised like I'm taking an oath. Hey, I'm telling you, got the hand raising down, bro. If I need to run for president and I get elected, they better be scared of the hand raising job.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Alright, first, we're going to start off by mapping this out to make sure we have enough room. Alright, also, I was about to say try to get the audio fixed. Pillagers, let's deal with them real quick. Hi, buddies. Bye, buddies. Ah, you missed. Bye-bye. Hi. Psych. Bye. Psych. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. PvP pro. PvP pro. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. PvP pro. Don't play with me. Don't look at my health. First things first, we're gonna map it out with dirt. Okay, this is the edge, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all of this dirt. Give me 1 second. Alright, there's all of that. Then I'm going to remove this tree. And then we can make this more of a shallow curve. And then there we have it. We have a lot more room. So let's move it back a little bit. Alright, well this is about it. So we can go ahead and start. Alright, so we'll go 3 high. Then we'll go 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And then we can lay out the farming plots now. And we'll kind of make it like a circle. And then there's one circle. And we can go ahead and start the other circle. We might need to push it that way, because I'm not sure if we'll have enough room right here. I also want to add something else to the build that's just looking aesthetic, so it's not actually useful like this build is. It's not as big as this, but it'll just complement it, I think. So I need to also keep in mind those, where I want to put those. Yeah, I think we got to move it over 1 more. Alright, I moved it over 1 block, and I went ahead and made the other side of the farming plot wall. Well, start of it. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to do most of the little house in the middle. We got the blocks, and now we can go... Okay. We can go stair. I mean, sorry, that's not a stair, that's a slab. And then at the top, block. And then we have to do this. We can do the same thing on this side. Give me 1 second. And there we are. Remove all of this. I don't know what this is doing. That's why it's not decaying? Okay. And then before we get this part of the roof on, we can go ahead and do the inside. We need to keep this villager in while still making it look good. If you know me, you know that I will not make anything functional over looking good. I would much rather make something look good than it be functional. Now, most of the time, I'm not going to build something if it doesn't have some function. Like this, I'm not going to build an auto farm that doesn't work. I'm going to make it work, or I'm not going to build it at all. We'll also need some shelves. And the shelves are going to go right here. So then we have that, and then before we go any farther, we can go ahead and do all the hopper systems we need to do. It's going to be a lot of iron. I'm just hoping I have enough. Okay, moment of truth. It's going to be close. Let's see. So we're going to need more than that. Oh my goodness. But okay. Start off with 4. Then we'll also make 2 minecarts. Oh, brother, it's about to be expensive. Hopper minecart and hopper minecart. This hurts my soul. I'm using all of my iron on hoppers for auto farm. No more iron left in my name. Oh gosh. We'll have something in the front here, obviously, because we have the chest that all the crops that we get will feed into. But on the back side, we don't have anything, so I'm gonna add something. It's a really cool planter box that I designed a few days ago, and it would work perfectly, or not would, will work perfectly here. And I'll probably put some leaves or something in here. Probably won't do plants and grass, probably just leaves. But there we go. And we might as well go ahead and grab a job site block, and we'll actually put it just right there on top of that hopper. And I like it because it kind of blends into it's birch too, so. Okay, and then we'll do 2 stairs there, and then slab, 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 blocks, and then they'll go here, and then more blocks up here, and then boom, there's the roof. I like it from this angle, but this angle looks a little weird. The only way I can think to fix that is dormers, so let's try some dormers. Really? My pickaxe? Okay, so anyways, what I was thinking is maybe like this. Yeah, I think I like that. I can't believe we're doing this, but we have to go back to copper. Oh, brother. Alright, okay, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go sleep real quick. We're gonna grab, need a lead, give me a second. And we're gonna grab this boat. Come on. So we're gonna have to pull them this way. Get them in front of the door. Okay, let's just break the door. That'd probably be a better solution, don't you think? Alright, we have to avoid getting them on the paths, because for some reason they can't go up paths, but they can go up blocks. Oh, no, too far, too far. Come on. Stop. Okay, good. Alright, there we go. Now we got them in here. And we're going to start off by blocking this off, so they can't get through. Alright, now that we got them in here, we're going to start on the walls. Bro, stop. No, stop it. Stop it. No. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go. No, please. Go back in. I'm begging you. No. Where's the boat? Where's the boat? The boat's over there. Boat. Come on. Back inside. Go. Get in the boat. No. Please get it back in the boat. Please. Back in the boat. Stay in there. There you go. Don't compost them. And there we are. Alright, and now we should be done with all this stone and stuff, so we'll take this back. Oh, let's not do that. Have stuff walking in there and killing our only 2 villagers. That would not be good. Alright, and a matter of fact, we're gonna move all of this stone and cobblestone and dirt down here, because this feels like a basement item. So just everything is gonna go in here. Alright, there we are. Grab ourselves our Unbreaking 2 golden hoe, and then we can till all of this land. But wow, I'm just still in shock of how that almost broke. Alright, there is the carrots. The potatoes will be on that one over there. I might as well go ahead and till all this ground. Alright, with those changes, we are done with everything of the auto farm. All we need is these villagers to breed. And I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Why they're not breeding. And I'm 90% sure it's because they aren't linked to these beds. I am correct. Editing quicks here. It took me way too long to get a baby villager. I'm talking 3.5 hours and most of my sanity too long. I did do multiple little things in this time. Some of these clips are showing right now. And I also started building the last things for the episode, which I'll show you after I show finally getting the villagers to breed. No thanks are necessary, but feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. And without further ado, let me show you possibly the best moment of my life, getting a baby villager. After these clips, I really should have timed this better. $19 carrots. So they were throwing carrots around, obviously. I feel hope for the first time in a while. Oh, please. Baby villager. Alright, now, so we're gonna do one more small build. Perfect, I have sticks in my inventory. I created small farm silos. Let me show you. I'm gonna pull up the schematic. Alright, just loaded it in. It's a silo I created. I'm thinking back here. So we move it this way. We move it this way. What are we thinking here? I'm thinking a little bit more diagonal. We'd put some ground under it. How does this look? I like it, I like it. Now, it's a shorter version of this one. And we bring it this way, and we bring it this way. How we thinking this looks? I think I like that. They seem kind of far away. So let me move this 2 blocks this way. Okay, now we can get this where we want it. We'll go back a little bit more. And then this way. We'll go back one more. Alright, what do we think about this? I think move it 1 block forward. Now what about this? Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm not sure about the small one yet, but we're gonna go ahead and build the big one. Alright, let's get it going, I guess. Look at me all the way up there. I also brought a lightning rod up here. Can't put it here. Actually, we can put it there. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have that there because it's about time. A lot of this stuff is wood, and especially with the villagers. I don't want the villagers getting struck by lightning and turning into witches and then killing the other 2 villagers. That wouldn't be very nice. So we have our first lightning rod of the starter area, and it is coming together very nicely. Stay calm. You can chop his head off later. And this should be perfect. We did it! I did not realize we already did that, but we did. We have done it. Let me put this stuff away real quick. Actually, this crafting table is going to stay in my inventory. Nothing in here quite yet, but they need to stock up on stuff a little bit before they can actually start throwing the food around. Looks good here. We can also remove these torches. And actually, that's actually kind of perfect because we can swap these lanterns out with those. And there's that. If you have any idea for what I could do inside of these, I've had a few ideas, like maybe put some storage in it, and then also like villagers. I could just like store villagers in it. Now thinking about that, that kind of seems messed up, but yeah, we're finally done. When this farm gets up and running, we will have a big old source of potatoes and carrots. And real quick, we'll go ahead and re-roll his trades. There it is. Now you're locked in. Put those right there. Now we can finally leave for the last time. Make sure blocks aren't there so no mobs can get inside. And we just got the first little batch. The carrot's still pretty slow. Don't know why they started up first, but oh well. We can put the first profits from the farm in there. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're starting to round out our little starter area. It's looking really nice. I feel like the silos just make the whole area pop even more. Got the starter base, to the barn, to the auto farm. Looking really nice right now. So yeah, let me know what you think about the build and the silos in the comments below. This took way too long because stupid villagers in this version, or really in Minecraft in general, suck. So to make my time worth it, I'd really appreciate it if you could send this to a friend or family member or anyone who really likes this sort of content. And hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys on the next video.